Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, back here at the FallsTown Coaches Clinic, here with the head coach of the Memorial Mavericks in Wichita Falls ISD, Coach Marc Bindel. And, Coach, got to get used to saying that. I almost said Ryder, but the Memorial Mavericks, how's it going?
So it's going well. So we have that same issue sometimes as coaches. And so our deal is if you say the wrong high school, Old High, Ryder, Hershey, whatever, then that's a pizza. And then once we get to 12 pizzas, we throw the kids a pizza party. So we're at 7 pizzas right now.
Okay.
So we're hoping we can get through the rest of the spring without having to throw a pizza party.
Well, pizza parties aren't bad, though, right? Now, I saw you at realignment wearing red, and you're wearing red here, getting used to it. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that a little bit. First off, I know it's a little bit bittersweet, and we've spent all year talking about everything is the last. The last football game at Ryder, the last basketball game at Hershey, the last soccer game at Old High. A lot of last, right? Now we're getting to the point now where it's a lot of firsts. Mm-hmm. And I know that's exciting. Uniforms have come in. The building, I think y'all's building maybe just about done, or Legacy's close to being done. So you got a lot of firsts that are coming up. How exciting is that to be on the front end and start to see things come together? Because it's starting to get real now, right?
Absolutely. And it's just such an honor to be obviously in this position, to be the first and one of the first coaches at Memorial. The community's in for such a treat because Coach Freeman took me the other day and we walked through Memorial High School, and it is unbelievable. So people are going to be stunned and shocked at these new schools. And
are you saying the facilities are a little bit of an upgrade?
I would say from 1961, yes, I would, or 1890, yes, absolutely. And so the community's real excited about it, and I'm most excited for our kids. My own kids are going to Memorial, and my daughters are going to get to go through that and get to experience that. What teams that we play get to experience on a day-by-day basis, we're going to finally get to do that as well. So it's going to be cool.
Now the off season it's obviously different because you're spread around to all the different campuses. You're having to hit all the, because you have kids coming from, correct me if I'm wrong, but Memorial, you got a lot of Ryder kids, but you also got kids from Hershey and Old High that are coming as well. So you're having to hit all those schools and work out your off season with those kids so they can get used to you and the coaching staff. And that's a unique challenge. But how have you guys navigated, and how important is it to have campus and administrative support to get that done in this kind of unique situation this year?
Yeah, well, a lot of people have worked really hard. Coach Freeman and our downtown administration have worked with the campus administration at all 3 schools and the counselors, a lot like Coach Johnson said. Everybody's kind of stepped up and done their part to allow us to get to do this. And the most important thing, regardless of off-season, is building those relationships with kids that you're going to coach and you want to play for you. And so for us to be able to do that and get to know the kids, and they've really bought in and embraced it as well, getting to know the coaches and working hard. It has been a blessing to get to do that when it kind of looked like at first we weren't going to get able to. And so being able to get with them and implement a full off-season is really going to keep us from being behind the 8 ball once summer starts.
Now, your athletic director, Freeman, he's known around the state as a pain in the butt. He's been pretty easy to work with?
He's been unbelievable. And
you sure? We'll give him a little credit. Yeah, he does a good job.
He does really, really good, and he's a people person, so he's always around campus. Seeing coaches, seeing kids. He knows the kids by name, and so that's just fun to see. And have an athletic director that's invested in kids is awesome. Okay. That's the nicest thing I'm ever going to say about it.
Yeah. You can't give him too much credit, right? Yeah. So spring ball's coming up, and that's exciting for you guys. I know, just because you're actually going to get all the kids together in. I know it's just practice gear, but wearing Memorial colors. Right. How excited are you, and how important in the building of this program is spring ball going to be 2024? Well,
this first one's going to be so crucial because we don't know half the kids if they can even play or not, and so we'll get to be able to go through spring ball, evaluate, invest, and then make some see what we can do and what we can't do, and then in the summer make some changes and then get ready to go through in the fall. And so I've always been a proponent of spring ball. Feel like it's really, really important. It gets you so far ahead, but it's going to be very crucial this spring to get some intel on these players that you're just now getting to know.
And then, the UIL has been very, very good about adjusting some of their rules. You get that sport-specific time in the summer. You obviously have summer strength and conditioning. You got that sport-specific time. You've got 7-on-7. So you're going to get a chance to see your kids really get a lot of work in and make those evaluations. Because I know for coaches in the summer, really, there's a lot of evaluating going on to see who can play, who can do what, where. And also, I would think, see where the weaknesses are and maybe things that you need to work on with those kids as they mature, right?
Yeah, and the skills and the strength and conditioning, the UIL essentially gives you about 3 hours a day. We don't utilize all that. I mean, we want to kind of keep it limited so that they can go do skills in other sports and they don't get burnt out. I mean, I think if you're going 2 hours strength and conditioning and an hour of skills 4 days a week all summer, by the time they get to fall, they're already sick of football. And so we want to keep it short and crisp and utilize it as, some evaluation time, but also it's almost like keep it refreshed what we installed in spring ball, keep it on their minds, but then we want them hungry to be playing football in the fall.
Now, football-wise, after realignment, I don't think there's a ton of surprises for you guys. You guys in Legacy kind of went the direction we thought. You're familiar with most of those. I think everybody in the district you're familiar with. Doesn't look like it's going to be an easy district. A lot of good football. It's going to be played once again in that district, right?
Absolutely. I mean, every team that we've coached against in the past, and I say we being the Rider coaching staff, and Old High a few years ago as well, they're on the come up. So I know Paladuro they started like 10 or 12 sophomores. They had a really good freshman class this last year. They were all on varsity as sophomores, and they're all going to be juniors. I think they're a sleeper in the region as well. We know what Lubbock Cooper is going to bring to the table. We know what Abilene Wiley and Abilene Cooper are going to bring. Abilene Cooper's returning quite a few guys. And then Plainview, Coach Haddock's done a great job. I think very highly of him and his coaching style and what he does, and they're on the rise as well. So the district is going to be tough. And then you add these two new schools, which we have no idea what those schools are going to be.
I have a feeling both of them will be pretty good. I have a feeling. I know that's the hope.
We'll find out after spring ball, but we know what we're getting into in the district. And then the region itself is a lot tougher. It feels like they took half of Region 2, all the good players, all the good teams, they put them in Region 1. And so Region 1 is going to be it's going to be tough. Yeah.
All right, Coach, final question for you. We got the FallsTown Clinic here. Coach Freeman and his guys have done a good job bringing in some quality coaches and some quality speakers. It's got to be a nice luxury to have a good football clinic like this 5 minutes from home.
Oh, yeah, and kudos to Coach Free and Adam Arrington and Rudy Hawkins for continuing to do this. Wichita Falls is 2 hours from everybody, so anytime we want to go to a clinic, we're going to have to drive. So to be able to do that in our own backyard is awesome. And if we get an opportunity right before spring ball to pick up a few things before we go in, it's a bonus.
There you go. Well, Coach, I'll let you get to it. I know there's a good speaker in there going right now, so we'll let you get to it.
Eat food. I'm hungry.
All right, there you go. Get you something to eat, and then we'll. There you go. We'll get you something to eat, and then we'll get you to talk a little ball. So appreciate your time. Good luck in 2024, and I appreciate what you do for student athletes here in the state of Texas.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.